So here we are again for the millionth time with a Fallout New Vegas video. I know, isn't Fallout New Vegas very popular these days? And yes, we are bringing another video game character into the world of Fallout, because New Vegas just really sort of allows you to do that. And so we will be answering the question of, can you beat Fallout New Vegas as Marius from the hit Xbox game, and I'm going to butcher the title of this, Ryse, Son of Rome? So, after waking up in Doc Mitchell's house again for the millionth time, we give ourselves the name of Marius. It took me about 15 minutes to realise that was a Rome game because I was going for a Roman character, which you could probably already guess what faction we're going for this time. After that, I make my character, it doesn't really take me too long, and now we get down to our special stats. Strength is 8, Perception is 5, Endurance is 8, Charisma of 1, of course, Intelligence of 10, Agility of 4, and Luck of 4. Our main skills are melee weapons, repair, and speech. And our traits are skilled and heavy-handed. So allow me to explain the basic rule set of this run. The rules are basically no guns are allowed. It's all melee weapons. Other than that, go nuts. So, as usual, after leaving Doc Mitchell's house, I sell some stuff to Chet, get some stim packs and some other supplies, and then make my way to Hidden Valley. Whereas usually, I kill some scorpions and I kill some centaurs, leveling me up to level 2. At this point, I then put my points into melee, repair, and speech, being the 3 main skills we've chosen. And I take the confirmed bachelor perk because I always do at level 2. I then as usually grab the NCR armor because I'm going to use that to get past onto the monorail. Now, instead of going straight from Black Mountain to the Great Khans and then from the Great Khans to the monorail, I take a slightly different route. I head to Boulder City for 2 main reasons. 1, to level up and get some XP, and 2, it's on the way to somewhere else we're going. So, after getting to Boulder City, I level up 2 times. So I level up to level 4, and from level 3 and level 4, I put all the skill points into speech and melee. And for level 4, we take the educate perk because that's what you do at level 4. From Boulder City, I head to Camp Forlorn Hope, and oh boy, is that camp such a downer, and it's going to be even worse. It takes me actually 1 attempt to kill everyone in the camp. I thought it would take a lot more, seeing as they had guns and I had only melee weapons. Apparently not. So after everyone was killed, I then headed to Nelson, where the Legion was stationed, and I spoke to Dead Sea, who would then basically give you the quest, without really giving you the quest, to go and take out everybody at Camp Forlorn Hope. But I had already done that, so as a reward, I am recognised as a badass, and I get a pretty cool weapon, called the Liberator. Now, the Liberator is very good. It does a lot more damage than my usual melee weapons, and it is one of the weapons that will be used for the majority of the run. After that, I level up, and I put the points into speech, melee, and medicine and lockpick. There was 2 points each, and lockpick and medicine, just to round them off to even numbers. From this, I went to Red Rock Canyon, which again was not necessary, and then to Camp McCarran, which was necessary to get me into the strip. I then found Benny, I spoke to Swank, he gives me the key to Benny's room, I find Yes Man, I then tell Swank, and then I kill Benny. We've sort of been through this part many times. Here's where things will get a little bit different. I make my way to the fort to see Caesar, who then tasked me with destroying the bunker, which holds the Securitron army. But here is where I believe the run would sort of end. To destroy the bunker, you need to destroy 3 of the generators in the second to last room. Unfortunately, melee weapons will do bugger all damage to the generators. And I thought, oh shit, here we go. But no. A Protectron he fired and it missed me but hit the generator, exploding it. There you go. Big fucking brain time. And so I lured the other 2 Protectrons to destroy the other generators. This took me about 5 minutes. Once the bunker had been destroyed, I went back to Caesar, who congratulated me on a job well done, and then asked me to go kill Mr. House, which was no problem. Here is another thing I have never actually done in a Fallout game. Once I leveled up to level 8, I took the points and put them into speech, melee, and repair as usual, But for perk, I took the Cannibal perk. And this is a fact. I have never taken the Cannibal perk in Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas. With that all done, I then made my way to Lucky 38 and killed Mr. House, and then ate him because I had the Cannibal perk. Don't ask why. I eat quite a few people in this run. I was the bad guy. I then return to Caesar, who then informs me that the boomers must be dealt with, and as you may remember from my last video, I just killed the boomers. And it's no different in this one either, because I ain't gonna fucking do their fucking bullshit. Alright? Ain't doing it. Even though I love the boomers, they can fuck right off. Here is one of the bigger mistakes I would make in the run. Well, probably, yes. The biggest mistake I would make in the run. The smallest mistake, me being having to go to Red Rock Canyon and not needing to. So, seeing as I was a melee weapon and I'd found Mick and Ralph eventually, I saw the katana. And I thought, ooh, that would be an amazing weapon to have. And so I bought it, thinking it would be better than the Liberator. No, the Liberator is a lot better. I'm not saying the katana is horrible, because it did really good damage against the two boomers that had rocket launchers at the front of the gate, but I preferred the Liberator. So I used the Liberator to take out the rest of the boomers. I grabbed the howitzer part from the boomers because I would need that for a sort of a side quest, so I took that anyway. And I got a buttload of combat armor as well, which I just sold. From all the caps I made, I went back to Mick and Ralph's and I bought the king weapon of this run, the Nuka Breaker. And let me tell you, this weapon is a fucking godsend. With the boomers now destroyed, I would then return to Caesar, telling him that I destroyed the boomers. This is where he would then tell me to form an alliance with the White Glove Society. But before I went there, I talked to Lucius about the howitzer. He said that I would need to find the part, the boomers would have it, I already had it, so I fixed it, and that was it. I got like 90 XP for it. It was fucking bollocks. Once the howitzer had been fixed, I returned to Vegas, and I went to the White Glove Society. And I spoke to Mortimer. Using the Cannibal perk, I was able to let me help him, really. And I had to free a kid from a freezer, and then I had to convince him that it was because of his dad that he was trapped in the freezer. I got 500 caps for that. Then I had to go out to the north of Vegas, and I had to convince another man to go and die, basically, and it worked. I had a high enough speech. With this, the White Glove Society said, yes, we will be part of your lovely, lovely family. We'll call it a family. And that was it. The White Glove Society joined. I returned to Caesar, who I informed that the White Glove Society would join. He was very happy with this. And now it's for the Brotherhood of Steel. This is where the Nuka Breaker became the star of the run. I was very afraid that my melee weapons would have bugger all effect against power armor, but this glorious bastard. Oh, you know, I've never gotten aroused by a weapon, but this, very, very nice. It destroyed them in a couple swings, which made actually attacking the Brotherhood Steel bunker a fuck ton easier than last time. And I blew up the Brotherhood of Steel. With this, I returned to the fort, reported my success, and was invited into Caesar's tent. This is the part of the game where you are tasked to heal his head wound thingy-mabobble. I wasn't going to go into Vault 34. They can fuck right off. So I went and bought the surgical kit I would need, went back to Caesar, and I killed him. Because my medical skill is shit. But with a high enough speech, I was able to convince Lucius that if I hadn't done anything, he would have died anyway, and that was it. I was all fucking whoop-de-doo with the Legion. Now we come on to the last two missions. With Caesar dead, Lucius tasked me with killing the NCR president, and that went as well as you could predict, really. I literally was waiting there for him to finish his speech, and then I ran up to the crowd. I killed him with the Liberator, and took his nice suit. Before I returned to Lucius to confirm that I'd killed the NCR president, I had actually got far enough into the reputation with the Legion that they'd given me a key to the Legion safe house. And I think it's time we get some armor that makes me even more badass than the combat armor I was wearing. Inside of the safe house are the lucky shades, which I didn't use once, but I did use the Legionary Centurion armor and helmet, which was fucking nice. I had the Legionary armor. It was so good. Sorry. Returning to Lucius, I tell him that the NCR president has been killed. With this, he then informs me that the legate had requested my presence at his camp for the final battle. After talking with the legate, the Legion stormed the dam with my goal of killing Oliver, being that if I kill Oliver, his subordinates will run like the cowards they are. I find Oliver and I kill him dead. I then steal his clothes and then eat him. As I've said, I know it's strange, but I'm the bad guy. After that, I meet back up with the legate, and yes, I have proven that you can beat Fallout New Vegas as Marius. And also, can you beat Fallout New Vegas with melee weapons only? So yes, to both of those, you can. I do hope you've enjoyed this Can You Beat video. If you have any suggestions of anything you think I should try, put them down in the comments, because I've got a list of things I want to do. And each time I make one of these videos, that list gets shorter and shorter and shorter. But other than that, I do hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.